guys, welcome along to Roadster Rumble. It's another Monday night, season 10. The boys are getting set for round 6, which is coming to you from the Red Bull Ring in Austria this week. Track conditions are quite good. Weather is a mild 26 degrees, which is perfect for running around in the open top MX5s. We've got both the 2010, 2016 car in action tonight, Group A and Group B. Tonight is a 3-race format, sprint round. Each race will be 10 laps. Without much more ado, let's head down and get ready for race 1. Qualifying has now finished. The boys have done, so we'll have a quick look at the grid formation for race 1 just before the boys get underway. We'll bring that up now for you. So after qualifying, you can see that Henry Fenson's grabbed his first pole position for the season. Well done, young Henry. Jack Boyd is out of 2, Glenn Boyd 3, Damien Seeger out of 4. Good effort. Wayne Losh in 5, Lee Harrison in 6. Followed by Moz Moroz, Tyson Gordon, Big Polly, Matt Van Egmond, Cody Harrison, Keith Logan. Head over the page. Then we've got Jesse Carrick, Ray Harrison, John Thorne, and then the first of the 210s on pole tonight is Andrew Pears. First night back for a couple of weeks. Good effort from Andrew there. Then he's followed by Ant Cuthbertson, Darren Linus, Dean Logsdale. Great effort from Dean. Really good qualifying effort there from Dean. Anthony Connors will be out of position 20. And we've got Shannon Curry, Chris Belitho, Graham Ellis, Andrew Roberts, Phil Paradiso, Bard Rodkin, Sean Memler, Jamie Walker, Adam St. John, Michael Charlotti, Glenn Hill, Dave Gogol, and Matt Knight will round out the grid for tonight. 33 starters, which is a good field. So we'll head on down to the grid as the boys get ready for race 1. The grid, bring up the tower. Might have a track map for race 1, and we're set to go. Looks like it was a fairly good start from boys up the front. The whole field now looks like they've got themselves underway as they head up for turn 1. So far so good. Field looks like it's all made its way through. Head up the long straight now. Uphill climb. Looks like Henry and Jack have managed to break away from the rest of the field at this stage. Got a bit of a gap, around 1.2 seconds back to Glenn Boyd in 3rd, followed by Damien Seeger and Moz, Lee Harrison. Loshy's in there. Tyson Gordon, Matt Van Egmond. It looks like Mick Polly rounds out the top 10 at this stage on the opening lap. Looks like Moz was having a bit of a look there down the inside of Damo, but doesn't get the move done. Meanwhile, back in the 2010 Group B, Darren Linus has managed to make his way to the front of the pack. Got Andrew Pears currently in 2nd. It looks like Anthony Connors has had a good opening start to the lap, and moved himself up into third spot. On board with Anthony Connors as he follows Andrew Pears, or Andrew's sideways out of that second last turn, but manages to gather it up and hold position. Well, it looks like we've got a few crashes early on in the piece. Go back and have a look. This looks like Glen Hills had a bit of a moment. Cold tyres. Yep. Opening lap. Around he goes. I think he's managed to avoid the rest of the field, which is good to see. Back up the front with Henry and Jack. Still holding around about a second lead over Glenn Boyd. Damien Seeger. Moz now looking for a run up the inside of Damo into turn one. The start of lap 3. Looks like he's managed to get that move. Actually, Damo's lost a few spots there, so looks like Glenn Boyd has suffered from a slowdown. He's dropping back through the field as he tries to wipe off the slowdown. Obviously, turn 1 has caught Glenn out there as Henry and Jack run side by side out of turn 2. Henry's managed to maintain that spot. Jack's thought better of it. Oh, in the background we've got another crash. Saw that in the background. Looks like not sure what's happened back there. Got a few boys dropping down through the field. But John Thorne might have been involved in it. Jesse Carey is dropping down. He's gone to the pits. Not a good start for the boys in the 210 cars. Meanwhile, Darren Linus has managed to break away slightly from Andrew Pears, still holding down second. Darren's currently just under a second ahead of Pearsy. As our timing tower has a bit of a fit. Back up the front with Henry and Jack still running side by side. So what's happening here? We seem to be stuck on lap 3. In actual fact, I think boys anyway, we shall just carry on for now. Jack's now made it to the front, got a lead over Henry. I wonder what Henry's next plan of action will be, whether he'll try and just stick with Jack and be happy to sit in behind, or will he try and get the lead back. Further back, Moz has jumped up into third spot now, followed by Tyson Gordon. Damien Seeger's currently in fifth. Wayne Losh in sixth. Glenn Boyd seventh, making his way back from that slowdown earlier in the race. Looks like Tyson's making a move up the inside of Damo there through turn 2. Grabs another spot. On board with Damo as he tries to get the spot back into turn 3. Looks like he's got the job done. Big Tyson, and that's Wayne Losh, and it looks like Glenn Boyd and Lee Harrison. Meanwhile, looks like we've got another crasher. Have a look and see what's happened to Jesse. Oh, he's just lost that one all on his own. Managed to avoid the walls and other traffic, so no harm, no foul. Play on for Jesse. Meanwhile, Jack and Henry have now increased their gap over the rest of the field, and is about 2 seconds behind these two up the front. So really tightening up with Moz, Damo, Tyson, Loshy. Might if we can get closer to the action, jump on board with Loshy and if he can make up some ground on Tyson as they head up the long straight. Closes in under brakes. Takes us. Oh, he had Lee onto the inside. That's why. Oh, wondered why Loshy took the wider exit out of the corner, but that was because Lee was smoking it up the inside. Another position gain for Lee. So we're halfway through race 1 at the moment. Lap 5. It looks like Glenn's now made his way through on Loshy. A couple of positions that Loshy's dropped the last few corners. Not sure that he'd be too concerned at the moment. He's still well and truly in touch with this pack. The leaders have broken away. They're still holding that around that 2 second gap over these boys, but as long as you don't drop too far off of this pack, you should be fine. Roll into lap 6. Well, just go back and see how the Group B boys are doing. So this is Anthony Connors, or this smoke ahead. Somebody's spun. That's one of the 216 cars that's managed to get out of the way of our leaders. Meanwhile, Anthony's got a bit of a Congo line happening behind him. It's Keith Logan, 16 car, making his way back through the field. Anthony will move over and try and grab a bit of a tow up the long straight. Help him try and break away from It's Ant Cuthbertson currently behind Anthony Connors. The two Anthonys locked together as they were last week at Bathurst. And we've got Reese Belitho just in behind those guys. But Darren still has a just over a second gap back to Andrew Pears, currently running in second. Further back in the field, this is Phil Paradiso, Shannon Curry, Graham Ellis, Mark Rodkin just ahead of Phil. They go too wide. Always a concern, but it looks like they managed to get it done. Shannon will follow Graham through. Bard's giving them as much room as he possibly can in this part of the track, which is good to see. Meanwhile, back up the front, Jack's still leading. Henry's still in hot pursuit. Glenn Boyd is now moved himself up into third position. Still an angry pack of cars. Looks like we lost a couple out of this pack. Seem to have lost Loshi and Tyson Gordon, so not sure what happened there, but they're both back out on track, but a long way down now. Meanwhile, Lee's managed to move his way up into third spot, closely followed by Glenn and Moz. Jump on board with Moz. It gives Glenn Boyd the hurry up. The leaders are currently doing a 1:49.5. Lee was slightly quicker that time around. Cody Harrison also into the 49s. Moz's got a good run out of that turn one there. Might look to try and get the overtake done up here into turn two, but Glenn's got the inside line. Gonna hold it there. Gonna run side by side. Damo's also looking to try and buy into it. Looks like Moz has got the pass done on Glenn, and now Damo's going to attempt it at the next turn. Tighter line should see Glenn with a better exit, but it looks like Damo's got the job done. Glenn settles back in behind Damo for the time being. Looks like we've got another crasher back in the pack. Dean Logsdale, looks like, and Sean Memler. Oh. Bit unfortunate. Notorious turn two. Managed to both get underway again, so looks like back at the front. Henry's now grabbed the lead off of Jack as we commence lap 9. Jack looks pretty keen to get that lead back again quickly as possible, so it makes the move through turn 1. Jump on board with young Henry, having a cracking race so far. You see the advantage of the toe up this long straight. Henry puts up the inside. And here the revs die. It's really hard to, if you take that line, to get the power back down quickly, and Jack will sweep straight past again. Ahead towards turn 3. Henry's not close enough to make a move. I'm not sure whether Henry will wait until the final lap and see if he can get that main pass done at turn 2 again, or whether Jack will have him covered. They're nearly 3 seconds ahead of Lee at this stage, so providing there's no coming together with our 2 leaders, it looks like our podium for race 1 pretty well set. They commenced the final lap. Go back and have a look and have a quick look. It looks like Darren Linus is, yeah, he's broken away from. Connors has now moved up into 2nd. Andrew Pear's still holding down 3rd at this stage, but Darren's got a comfortable lead. Over the remainder of the 210 pack. Meanwhile, Henry did try that briefly, went to the front, but unfortunately couldn't get the power down, and Jack's managed to grab the lead again, taking the wider outside line. Getting down through turn 3. The boys further back still haven't decided who's going to finish where. And the battle between Moz, Glenn Boyd, Namo and Cody is going to go all the way to the finish line, I think. Certainly squabbling over those last positions, but meanwhile the boys are just making their way through the final turn. It looks like Jack's got this one in the bag. Checkered flag waves, and it'll be Jack Boyd home in 1st, Henry Fenson, great job in 2nd. Lee Harrison closes out the podium, followed by Moz Moroz, Glenn Boyd, Cody Harrison, Damo, great job home in 7th. And we'll have Matt Van Egmond home in 8th. Quickly, let's come back and see if Darren is. Elias just making his way through the final couple of turns. Crosses the line. Rather convincing win of nearly 6 seconds over Andrew Pears. Tight bunch home. So it was Darren Linus home over Andrew Pears. Anthony Connors grabs 3rd. Ant Cuthbertson, Reese Belitho, Andrew Roberts, Graham Ellis, Shannon Curry, Bard Rodkin, Bill Paradiso, Sean Memler, Dean Logsdale, Matt Knight, Dave Gogol, Adam St. John, and Glenn Hill rounding out top 30. It'll be quick turnaround and the boys will be back on track for race 2. All right, gridding up for race 2. Got a inversion of the top 6, so we will have. I don't think it's. No, it's not going to update, so we'll wait for that to make its mind up. Like Cody Harrison was actually on pole. Boys are all underway, off and running. Looks like everyone's got away to a clean start. Oh, Moz has run very wide there through turn 1. Head up the hill for the first time. Henry's looking to make it. Oh, Lee got very sideways through the turn there, but managed to hold on to it. So as we settle it down, bring up our timing tower. So it's Cody Harrison in the lead from Glenn Boyd, Henry Fenson, Jack Boyd, Lee Harrison, Damien Seeger, Moz, Vic Polly, Keithy Logan, and Ray Harrison round out your top 10. And well, back in Group B at the moment, it looks like we've got a Ant Connors was leading, and it looks like both him and Andrew Pears have spun at the same time. How unusual is that? Pearsy's managed to gather, and there's oh dear. Well, I think that was just an unfortunate incident where two cars spun under their own steam, and the rest of the pack looking to get through has managed to tag a few of them. Meanwhile, back at the front, it's Cody Harrison currently leading, Glenn Boyd in second, about half a second back, then Henry Fenson another 6/10 back, Jack Boyd and Lee Harrison are the top 5. On board with Lee Harrison, makes his way up towards turn 3. Currently behind young Jack. behind Lee, McDamo and Moz. Tricky part of the track. These next couple of turns, Lee's run wide. Head back and see where Group B is currently at, and it looks like Darren has definitely benefited from the front two boys spinning on that opening lap. Darren finds himself back in the lead now. He's got Reese Belitho directly behind him. Looks like Andrew Roberts and Shannon Curry are battling it out for third at the moment. That's Graham Ellis running very wide out of turn one that time round. Focus on this battle between Andrew and Shannon as they head up towards turn two. Shannon's got the inside run. Tucks it in behind Andrew on this occasion. Jump on board with Ant Cuthbertson. Got a bird's eye view of the battle between Shannon and Andrew Roberts directly ahead. Andrew ran slightly wide out of that turn, but giving Shannon a bit of a run, but he's on the wrong side for this next left-hander. Looks for the switchback. Andrew manages to hold on for the time being. Wonder what Ant's strategy will be here. Does he sit back and wait? Doesn't look like, it looks like he's keen to get past the pair of them. He's obviously carrying a little bit more speed at the moment, but very difficult to pass through this part of the track. Andrew runs a bit wide out of the final turn. Gives Shannon a run up the inside down the main straight. Shannon brakes very late, but manages, gets a little bit airborne. That'll slow him down for the run up the hill. Looks like Cuthbertson's got past Andrew and got a really good run on Shannon here. 2 by 2. Graham's looking to cash in. Goes to the inside of Shannon, gets a good run out of the corner, but I think Shannon managed to hold that position there. Good racing back in Group B's tonight. Apart from that opening spin, looks like the rest of the field is settled in for some really good racing. Shannon's having a few internet issues, as we can see. Car flashes in and out every so often. In the background, Andrew gets all crossed up and sideways. Head back to the front where it looks like Glenn Boyd has managed to grab the lead from young Jack, but I'm sure Jack will be looking for bragging rights in that household and looking for an opportunity to get past Glenn as soon as he can. Meanwhile, Lee has jumped onto the back, so it's a 3-car train as they head up the hill again on lap 5. Lee heads to the outside, trying to cover off Jack, but that's a very tight exit out of that corner. Jack should have the run. They head down to the next. Jump back on board with Lee again. Watch the two Boyds in action. Whoa! Contact there. Lee just gave Jack a bit of a hurry up. I'm sure Jack will appreciate the 4X. Not much separating these three guys in front. I think Henry's lurking in the background. There he is. So we've got Henry, Cody and Moz now. 6-car train. Damo's just off the back, just under a second behind this group. They start lap 6. Heading up the hill once more. Turn 2. Looks like they're going to stay single file this time round. Oh, Jack got a very slow exit that time. Or was it Glenn? It might have been Glenn actually, because it looks like Jack has maintained the lead, but Lee's now moved up into second and Henry's grabbed third. Bit of dust kicks up there. Henry's going for 2 for the price of 1. I think he's grabbed Lee. Although Lee's hanging tough on the inside. You get that spot back. A very, very angry pack. On board with Cody this time round. He's tucked in behind Henry, back in 4th spot. Very tricky corners, those last 2. Very easy to wash out, get an off track or a slow down. It looks like they've all made it through this time round. Front 4 guys are all running in the 49 still. All still well and truly in the tow. Onto lap 7. Quick duck back and see. Darren's opened out quite a substantial lead again for the 2nd race in a row. Got about a 6.5 second lead over Reese. Holding down 2nd. Graham Ellis has jumped up into 3rd. Bit of an angry battle pack. Well, we got, looks like that might be Jesse Carrick trying to make his way through in a 2016 car. Wisely decides to let these boys battle it out in front. A lot of 2x2 action tonight in the Group Bs, which is great to see. Boys are really getting into it, but racing very clean at the same time. Back at the front comes our Congo line. Damo just still hanging off slightly off the back. He's about half a second back on these boys at the moment. Lee looks like he's about to try and make a move on young Jack. Up into turn 2, which seems to be a favourite overtaking spot tonight. He's gets the move done, but will he be able to hold it down this back straight? Or will Jack have the run again? Got a slower car in front, but not causing them any issues at the moment. Oh, Lee just gets the nose ahead. Jack still hangs tough on the outside. They head towards this difficult part of the track. It looks like Jack's managed to get back in front. Still, they want to go 2 by 2. Lee now heads to the inside again on Jack. Looks like Jack's got the better run. Not sure where that puts Henry in all of this. As he moves to the inside of Lee. This is crazy. These boys are definitely playing for keeps. Three wide down the straight. Oh, this 3 wide into turn 1. Oh. But there's been some contact there. Looks like Glenn come unstuck. The 2 boys at the front, Henry and Lee, have managed to break away now. Cody and Damo and Glenn gives Cody a bit of a rub up through turn 2. Up the front, it looks like Henry's actually broken away with Lee from Moz, who currently sits in 3rd. Wonder if Henry can hold on for his much deserved win tonight. He's been racing really well so far in the opening 2 races. I think if Lee's got any say in it, he'll be looking for try and find a way through. Sits right up behind Henry, putting as much pressure on as he can. Henry looks like he's going to hold on through the final turn. Over the line, and it's Henry takes race 2 from Lee Harrison. Moz gets home 3rd, then Damo. Keith Logan sneaks home in 5th, and Tyson Gordon. Big Polly. It looks like Jack Boyd and Cody Harrison have both gone into the pits on the final lap. Interesting. Meanwhile, back in Group B, Darren just about to cross the finish line. Takes another win in Group B. Should be followed home by Reese Belitho. Graham Ellis and Cuthbertson. Shannon Curry. Bill Paradiso, Andrew Pears, Dean Logsdale, Bard Rodkin, Dave Gogol, and Andrew Roberts, the last of the runners on the same lap. So that's the consolation. Race 2 done and dusted. The feature race 3 will be up shortly after a short 5-minute warm up. So we might take a quick break and be back shortly for race 3. while the guys are having their quick break before the commencement of race 3. I put it up a minute ago, but we'll have another look. So these are the current standings for Group A after 5 rounds, Bathurst being last week. So at this point in time, Wayne Loshinator Losh is leading Group A on 478 points. Jack the Bandit Boyd currently second with 475. Lounsey Boyd 455. Moz the Kapusta Express Moroz on 450. And Lee Revhead Harry Harrison is currently in 5th place. Over in Group B, it's Razzle Dazzle Linus on 480 points. The Cobra currently second, 449. Then Phil Steroids Paradiso on 435. Shannon Jalapeno Curry on 424. And Anthony Ant-Man Cuthbertson currently in 5th on 418 points. So I'm sure after tonight there'll be a few changes, but that's how the standings currently sit for both Group A and Group B, with what is there, 4 rounds, including tonight, still remaining. So next week we head to Sebring for a couple of 30-minute races and a sprint format at Road Atlanta. And then our final 2 30-minute feature races will be from Aragon. At the completion, we will be crowning a new champion in both Group A and Group B. So Jack Boyd's got a bit of a task ahead, but no doubt Jack will be looking to grab that lead back as soon as possible. In Group B, it looks like Darren has got one hand on the trophy already, but I'm sure the rest of the boys in Group B will be keen to try and slow him down a little bit over the remaining rounds. All right, we've got about 20 seconds left of the warm-up before the boys will be gritting up for their final race tonight. Another 10-lap sprint. And if it's anything like the first 2, going to be very interesting at the front. So we'll head down now to the grid. The boys have decided to grid up yet. Like Moz Moroz is going to be on pole for final race. Damo's out of 2. Oh, we just got Damo telling everyone to leave a space. So you must leave a space all the time. Well done, Damo. Race director is putting his foot down, telling people to behave. Overall, I think the racing tonight's been fairly good, reasonably clean. We're just about to get underway for race 3. A couple of the boys are just wasting precious fuel. Luckily, they don't need to do pit stops tonight, so they can rev away. Revs go up. And waiting on the lights, and they're away. Moz certainly laid some rubber. He's keen to get underway. As the angry pack heads to turn 1 for the final race. Looks like they're all safely through in the lead pack. And make their way up the hill. Oh, there was a bit of sideways movement back there in the pack. We've got a crash. Looks like it's Cody Harrison's been involved in a crash from the back of the pack. Oh, he's moved across, made contact with Justin. Andrew Pears. Oh, that's a big one. Cody's ended up back on his wheels, but that car is very badly damaged. And heading back to the pits. Meanwhile, Moz is leading the pack at the moment. Leading from Henry. Damo's got third, under a bit of pressure there from Lee. A jump on board with Damo. And have a look and see what Damo can see from his rear vision mirror. It's full of the number 26. Lee looks for a way through. Looks like he might have managed to sneak it up the inside. Damo gave him plenty of room, which is good to see. He's through the final turn. Moves Lee up to third. Damo currently in fourth. Followed by Tyson Gordon, Keith Logan, Jack Boyd, making his way back through the field after that unfortunate incident in race 2. No doubt Jack will be keen to make amends. Duck back and see what's happening in looks like Reese Bolitho has broken away from the Group B boys at this stage. He's got quite a reasonable lead of around 2.5 seconds back to Darren Linus in second. Looks like Dean Logsdale currently in third, although he's coming under a bit of pressure there from Ant Cuthbertson. Jump on board with Ant Cuthbertson as he chases down Dean, currently holding down third spot. Rest of the boys following through. It's Andrew Roberts behind Ant Cuthbertson at the moment. They make their way over the line to commence lap 3. Oh, Dean's got a little bit crossed up there coming through turn 1. Slowed him down a little bit. It looks like Ant's got a bit of a run on him now. Dean defends on the inside and then moves back across. Get ready for turn 2. I think Ant's not quite close enough to put the move on just yet. Meanwhile, further back, we've got this Sean Memler. Got Michael Charlotti directly behind him. There's Michael. Another one of our relatively newcomers to the league. Good to see Michael out there getting some valuable laps in. Bit of a steep learning curve in the Mazda. You come from officials and a grid of over 30 cars every week. It takes a little while to get your head around this type of racing, but good to see the new guys doing really well so far. We head back to the front of the pack and just in time to see Moz being swamped by both Lee and Damo is not going to give Lee any space and gets the move done into turn 2. Super aggressive driving from the Mr. Seeger. Lee now going to look for a run up the inside as they head into the right-hander. Damo gives him a bit of room. Looks like Lee's managed to get that pass done. Damo slots back in behind and cuts the nose slightly off of young Jack. Jack now in behind Damo. Looking for a way through, no doubt. We're just about to approach the halfway mark of this race. Jack goes up the inside. Damo's giving him plenty of racing room, but still manages to hold on to the spot. That's some great driving there, Damo. I'm impressed. You really are a race car driver. Meanwhile, it's still Moz out in front. With Lee hot on his tail, Moz sets the fastest time around. Showing it's no fluke why he's out in front. But there's certainly an angry pack behind him. Meanwhile, Tyson Gordon's closed right up on the back of Jack and pulls out. So it's, as Lee makes a run for the lead, Oz gives him room. Moz goes to the outside for the next turn. He's just trying to squeeze Lee into making it. Oh no, Lee's later on the brakes and manages to come out in front. Meanwhile, looks like that run might have compromised Moz a little bit, because Jack Boyd now is looking to make a move. Moz holding the inside line at the moment. Jack's going for a run on the outside, slower car in front. That's Glen Hill. Oh, Moz slides through the corner. Both boys managed to get it done. Great bit of driving. Meanwhile, Lee's broken away slightly up the front. Jack's now got a run on Moz down the front straight. He should be able to get the job done through turn 1, as long as it's not compromised. No, he's clears Moz, although Moz does get a good run out of the turn. He's moved up alongside Jack, which will give him the inside run at the next turn. Bit of side draft, both boys. Meanwhile, Damo hanging around looking for a way through. Squeeze. Jack should get the better run out of this turn. There's Damo behind. That means Moz is still alongside him. There he is. Oh, squeeze through turn 3. I think Jack's got the run this time. Moz was slightly compromised, and Jack will have the inside run for the next turn. Damo sensing that. Damo's got the windscreen wipers on. I wonder if Moz is throwing cabbages out of the back of the car again. Damo's had to clean the windscreen there. Not sure Damo's that clever at multitasking, but managed to get the job done, which is good to see. Meanwhile, Lee's broken away. He's about one and a half seconds further up the road, and he's got managed to put a couple of 210 cars between himself and the chasing pack. So I wonder how this will play out. So Jack should be able to get the job done on both of these guys down the front straight. Meanwhile, Moz is looking for that extra advantage of a slight tow from the back of the 10 cars, but manages to get through. Damo's likewise. I think they've all made it through safely. Yep. That's compromised Tyson a little bit. He's now got Henry Fenson looking for a way through. Meanwhile, Glenn Boyd and Loshi are back in 7th and 8th. Further back in the picture, though, Glenn Boyd now has made his way up onto the back of Henry. So Jack, now that Jack's passed Moz, he's managed to break away. He's got about a half a second gap back to Moz now, and looking to try and hunt down Lee. It's about 1.2 seconds further up the road, but we'll keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, looks like oh no, Dean was running in 3rd. Looks like he's blown the engine. It's so unlucky. Meantime, Lee's managed to maintain that gap. Still around 1.2 seconds. Back to young Jack. Oz around 7/10 further back. Damo currently holding down 4th spot. About half a second in front of Tyson Gordon, who's then got about a 2-second gap back to Glenn Boyd. Have a quick look at, looks like Darren Linus is going to make it 3 from 3 tonight. He's managed to work his way to the front and got about a 1.5 second gap back to Ant Cuthbertson, who just got slightly sideways through that complex of corners. Ant Cuthbertson is currently in front of his teammate Reese Belitho. Anthony Connors made his way back up to 4th this race, followed by Shannon Curry, Matt Knight. Look, it's a bit of a fight for the final spot on the podium at this stage, and there's a bit of a gap back to Shannon Curry, currently in front of Andrew Roberts and Matt Knight. Oh, looks like Reese is keen to try and hold on to that spot. Moves to the inside, make the Cobra go the long way around, which I'm sure and gets a good. Anthony Connors gets a good run out of there, though. That may see him in position to grab this spot as they come up to the next right-hander. A lot of action at this next turn tonight. It's to be popular. Yeah, and Anthony gets the run. Bit of a block pass there on Reese. It looks like Reese is coming back, though. He'll have the inside for this next turn, which he does. And Connors looks for the switchback. Oh, gets a bit loose. He's still there, and he's managed to get the pass done. Oh, it looks like Reese is Gonna fight back. Might have given Cobber a bit of a tap there. Meanwhile, up the front, it looks like Jack Boyd has gone to the lead. He's managed to bridge that gap. Got the inside running for this infamous right-hand corner. Lee tries to hang around the outside. Anyway, it looks like Moz has got the Moz is in the box seat. He's managed to grab a spot off of Lee, but Lee will fight back and take that through the next left-hander. Certainly anyone's race. We are about to commence the final lap. Let's hope that the boys can get through turn one this time. A little bit more successful than in the previous race. We're on board with Moz at the moment. We've got Damo behind. It looks like Lee's making a run on Jack into turn one. Oh, he's hit the inside curb, which has given Moz a bit of a run now. Moz is keen. He's up the inside of. He's managed to get past Lee. Will he have enough to get through on Jack at the top of the straight? Well, he's slightly wide out of that turn. We've got a five-car train now heading for the checkered flag. We're about a third of the way through the final lap. Jack Boyd for Moz Moroz. Lee Harrison currently holding down third. Looking for a way through on Moz. I think Moz is going to run defensive, so Lee switches to the inside. But that obviously makes the turn quite a bit tighter. I think Moz is happy to run a slightly defensive line. And while Jack's just over half a second out in front, so barring any mishaps through the final couple of turns, as Moz goes ultra defensive yet again. And Lee gets a bit of a run, but I'm not sure that he's going to get through there. Through the final turn, they head to the line. It will be Jack Boyd for the win. Moz home in second, Lee third. Damien Seeger comes home in fourth. Tyson Gordon, Glenn Boyd. Let's quickly duck back to the Group B boys and see what they're up to. Oh, so this is Ag Cuthbertson has closed right up onto the back of Darren Linus on this closing lap. Not sure there's too many more spots that he'll be able to go. Darren certainly didn't get it all his own way this race, but it's going to be Darren home. Make it 3 out of 3. And Cuthbertson home in second. And it's the Cobra, Anthony Connors, home in third. He's followed over the line. Oh, that was a very close finish. It looks like Shannon Curry has grabbed the spot ahead of Reece Belitho right on the line. So that concludes our round 6 from here at the Red Bull Ring. Hope you've enjoyed it, and join us again next week for round 7 from Sebring. Monday night, 7 p.m. Be back on air. Until then, happy racing, and we Catch you again next week.